Welcome to the Echo Tips podcast. In this week's episode, we're going to be dealing with timers again. We're revisiting the topic of using timers on your Amazon Echo, and in particular, how you can modify them, and even if they've already gone off, maybe bring them back to life, revive them. All right, but before we get into the details of all the nitty-gritty about our timers and the like, we're going to go to a brief message about our podcast, and then we'll be right back. This episode is brought to you by the New Vision program at Goodwill. We're also grateful for the kind use of WVTF Studios. New Vision is a program of Goodwill that provides information services and assistive technology training to individuals with visual impairments living in Southwest Virginia. Goodwill Industries of the Valleys is a nonprofit organization serving the New River, Roanoke, and Shenandoah Valleys of Virginia. Goodwill's mission services help individuals with disabilities and disadvantages to get back to work and gain greater independence. These shows are provided for educational purposes. This podcast may not be retransmitted, sold, or reproduced without written permission from New Vision. Hello, I'm David Ward, an assistive technology instructor with the New Vision program at Goodwill. And if you're back with us listening, we thank you. And if you're new, welcome to our podcast. We've got a lot of good episodes we've covered over the last year and a half or two, and just a lot of really cool stuff. But today we're going to be dealing with a topic that I mentioned earlier before, and that is timers. So we've discussed timers a few times, and even just a few episodes ago, maybe a month or so ago, we talked about timers, alarms, and reminders and reviving them. But I thought this was a natural progression and may not have been totally implied by the previous episode. So say you have a timer and it goes off, okay? And maybe you're cooking something. It could be a pizza. It could be a pie. And that goes off and you do what you're supposed to do, right? The timer goes off. Maybe it's the dryer, right? And some clothes are in the dryer. And you go check the dryer and you open that up and you're like, uh-oh, they're still damp, right? I need at least another 15 minutes on this timer, right? Or if you're like me, I have coin-driven dryers and washers at where I live. So I gotta, I know that if I put 50 cents in, I'm going to get 30 minutes more out of it or whatever. So how do you kind of revive a timer? Well, we're going to show you. But before I do that, you might want to shut your ears off on your Amazon Echo by shutting off the microphone. So if you have a traditional Pringle can round cylinder-like Echo or the hockey puck, the Echo Dot, on the top you'll find a button with a silhouetted microphone with a slash through it. That'll shut our ears off and turn the ring red on top. That way when I'm doing the demonstrations here in the studio, we're not triggering your Echo at home. Okay? And if you have one with a screen on it, like the Echo Show, along the top edge of that one, if the screen is facing you, the top left, you'll find a button that does the same thing. You push that, it'll go thump, and it'll put a red line across the bottom of the screen. That means your ears are shut off. So I'll give you a second just to do that, and once you do that, we can proceed. All right, so let's give it a try. I'm going to first set a timer, and then we're going to let it go off. Alexa, set a 10-second timer called pizza.
Pizza timer, 10 seconds, starting now.
All right, so that bad boy's going to go off. And when it does, and I check, oh my goodness, the pizza's not done, right? Pizza.
Your pizza timer is done.
Oh no, it's going off. Ding, ding, ding. Pizza's in the oven. So I go and check. Oh, it needs more time.
Your pizza timer is done.
Needs more time for sure. So at this point, I can just say, Alexa, add 30 seconds to that timer.
30 seconds added.
Okay. And that immediately pushes it back. Now, obviously, with pizza or something, it would have been more like, push it back 5 minutes or something like that. Or my dryer, I'm drying clothes, 15 minutes or something like that. But I can tack on that time, and then it's going, and then it'll just go off again. So that's pretty cool. I guess I better stop it. It's going to go off on us. Alexa, delete that timer.
There are no timers set.
Oh, there she's going. Oh, I think she stopped. So, after we stop that timer, there you go. You get the idea how you can do it. You can just paste some more time into it and extend it out a little bit, postpone it a little bit. Well, in our next episode, we're going to be talking about movie info. How you find out about what's going on at the movies, what's playing at the movies, who's in the movie, all that kind of cool stuff. We're going to be discussing movie info. Until that time, it's time to turn your microphone back on your Amazon Echo, start practicing some of the many things that you've learned. I'm David Ward for the New Vision program signing off, and we thank you for listening.
Thanks, Dave. In conclusion, let me tell you a thing or two. This episode is brought to you by New Vision at Goodwill Industries of the Valleys, and it is also made possible in part by a grant from Community Foundation serving Western Virginia. And there's more. We're also grateful for the kind use of WVTF Studios. New Vision is a program of Goodwill that provides information services and assistive technology training to individuals with visual impairments living in Southwest Virginia. For more information, check out our website at goodwillvalleys.com/newvision, with no spaces. Goodwill Industries of the Valleys is a nonprofit organization serving the New River, Roanoke, and Shenandoah Valleys of Virginia. Goodwill's mission programs help individuals with disabilities and disadvantages to get back to work and gain greater independence. These shows are provided for educational purposes. This podcast may not be retransmitted, sold, or reproduced without written permission from New Vision. Thanks for listening.